Our topic is lymphoidal organs in primary lymphoidal organs. So, lymphoidal organs. So, in our immune system, there are some of the organs which are dealing to create immunity in our body. So, such organs are called lymphoidal organs. So, from the organs, that is from the organs, the origin, maturation and proliferation of lymphocytes takes place. Such organ is called lymphoidal organs. So the lymphocytes are the immune synthesizing cells. So a particular organ, the lymphocytes is produced and mature and multiply. Such organs are called lymphoidal organs. So based on their function, they are classified into primary or central lymphoidal organs and secondary or periphery lymphoidal organs. So based on their function, the lymphoidal organs are of two types: primary or central lymphoidal organs, secondary or peripheral lymphoidal organs. So primary lymphoidal organs, that is, they provide appropriate environment for lymphocytic maturation. So the primary lymphoidal organs provides a complete maturation, a complete environment for the maturation of lymphocytes. Secondary lymphoidal organs trap the antigen and make it available of the mature lymphocytes, which can effectively fight against the antigen. So first one, the primary lymphoidal organ, what it gives means, it gives the environment to mature the lymphocytes. But the secondary lymphoidal organ, what it does means, it trap the antigen and give it to the mature lymphocytes, and that is give it to the mature lymphocytes to act against the antigen. So that work was done by secondary lymphoidal organs. Primary lymphoidal organs, bursa or fabrics of birds, bone marrow and thymus of mammals constitute the primary lymphoidal organ involved in the production and early selection of lymphocytes. So primary lymphoidal organs are bursa of fabrics of birds. So this one at the tail region, you can see this bursa of fabrics. Here it creates the lymphocytes. Okay. Bone marrow. So the bone marrow, you can see here, inside the bone there is a marrow. So inside the bone, the marrow was seen. It is a substance was seen. That is called bone marrow. Okay. And thymus gland of mammals. So these are the primary lymphoidal organs which produces lymphocytes. So these lymphocytes become dedicated to a particular antigenic specificity. So the lymphocytes are, what is the function of lymphocytes? So they have to find out the antigen specificity. So particular antigen specificity, they have to create and mature and have to be ready when the particular antigen enters into it, it has to attack. Only when the lymphocytes mature in the primary lymphoidal organs, they become immunocompetent cells. So that is, the lymphocytes mature. Where it matures? It matures in the primary lymphoidal organs like bursa fabrics, bone marrow or thymus. In that only the lymphocytes has to mature. Okay, in that particular organs only the lymphocytes can be mature. Outside it cannot able to mature. After maturity they become immunocompetent cells. Okay, in mammals, B cell maturation occurs in the bone marrow and T cell maturation occurs in the thymus. So B cells, that is, it occurs in the bone marrow. That is, the maturation of B cells takes place in the bone marrow and the T cells maturation occurs in the thymus gland. Okay, that is, in the bone marrow the B cells are matured, and same way the thymus is, in thymus the T cells are mature. So this side it is primary lymphoidal organs, and this side you can see the secondary lymphoidal organs like lymph node, spleen, Peyer's patches and lymph nodes in the groin. So these are the secondary lymphoidal organs. So this side it is secondary lymphoidal organs and this side it is primary lymphoidal organs. Thymus. The thymus is a flat bilobed organ located behind the sternum above the heart. So you can see this is the thymus portion. So where it is located above the heart, this is the heart and above the heart it was present, that is in the place of sternum. The sternum is the middle portion, no? There it was located, the thymus. Okay. Each lobe of thymus contains numerous of lobules separated from each other by a connective tissue called septa. So you can see here the lobules, no? And they are separated by a septum. You can see here the septum. Okay. The septum is the connective tissue. It separates the two lobules. So each lobule is differentiated into two compartments. The outer compartment or outer cortex is densely packed with immature T cells called thymocytes, whereas the inner compartment or medulla is sparsely patched up with mature thymocytes. So you can see this thymus, it is of two layers. The outer surface it is called as cortex and the inner, this is the outer surface, it is called as cortex and the inner surface is called medulla. In the outer surface the thymocytes is produced, but in the inner surface the thymocytes will mature. So that only they had given here. One of its main secretion of the hormone thymosin. So thymosin, the hormone is secreted, that is thymosin was an hormone which is secreted from the thymus gland. It stimulates the T cells to become mature and immunocompetent. Why? What is the function of this thymosin means? It activates the T cell to mature and immunocompetent. So mature and become competent with the, that is other pathogenic or antigenic cells. By the earlier teens, the thymus begins to atrophy and is replaced by adipose tissue. So till, that is when it is active means in neonatal and pre-adolescence period, that is in birth, that is during the neonatal means newborn baby, until the age of 12 years the thymus is active. After that the thymus is not active, it becomes atrophy, doesn't work and it changes to, that is that portion was replaced by a adipose tissue. Okay. Bone marrow. So bone marrow is a lymphoidal tissue found within the spongy portion of the bone. So you can see here, I had said already, this is the bone. Inside the bone you can see a spongy substance which is known as marrow. So the marrow which is present inside the bone is called as bone marrow. Okay. So the bone marrow contains stem cells known as hematopoietic cells, and we have already seen the process of production of blood cells takes place in the bone marrow. That process is called hematopoiesis. So that means the stem cells are seen in the bone marrow. So it is called as hematopoietic cells. These cells have potential to multiply through cell division and either remain as cells, that is stem cells, or differentiated and mature into different kinds of blood cells. So the bone marrow you have the stem cells. Okay. These stem cells can divide and can be retained as stem cells, or it can mature and differentiated into different types of blood cells. So that depends on the cells potentiality, that is capacity. Hope you understand the topic. If you have any doubts, post your doubts in the comment box. If you want to watch the video in Tamil, I had given the link in the description box. You can go and watch it. Give a thumbs up, share and subscribe to Science Easy Tech channel.